What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new Yes for the Mess, you guys. Okay, and it's early in the morning, and I'm not gonna be on here too long because I know that T is going live at 11:15. So I'm trying to make this at least an hour. So once this is over, you guys can run right on over there to T's platform. Okay, y'all can do that. Y'all can do that. Y'all can do that. Okay. Once again, y'all, I just want to let y'all know how I'm still on the high, and I ain't even on no edibles right now, but I am still on the high. I had a marvelous weekend. My actual birthday is on Wednesday. So y'all, I'm probably gonna go live on Wednesday and stuff like that, and do that sort of thing, do like a happy birthday live to myself on Wednesday, because your boy's turning 36. Okay, your boy turning 36, and your boy don't look a day over 21, but he's turning 36. Okay, so all I gotta say is this: for the motherfuckers that like to call me old and shit like that, you wish you look like this when you're 36, and you better hope you look like this when you're 46, and just know that black does not crack. Okay, so I am fine with getting older. Okay, I am knocking on 40. On 40. I'll be at 40 really soon. These damn 4 years gonna go by so fast, but it really don't matter. But baby, just know that I look good for my age, honey. Okay, Aquarius season, bitch. Okay, but anyway, but I done talked about my birthday weekend literally like all weekend, but I'm gonna get more into like the things when I go live on my actual birthday, which is Wednesday. So I'm probably gonna do it because I know that me, Carl, Tremel, and Jamar are going out for dinner on Wednesday night for my birthday. So yeah, so we're gonna see about that. But anyhow, before we get into this live, y'all, you do know this. Let's get into this first. Now, y'all know that your boy, yours truly, is nominated for a Boss Babe Award for the fifth time in 2 years. The fifth time. I won in the past for YouTuber of the Year and Podcast of the Year with Jamar. That was in 2023. I was nominated for the same two categories last year, but I did not win. However, this year, I am nominated for Boss Babe Content Creator of the Year, and this is the same award my dear friend House of Aaron won last year. So I'm nominated for that this year. And this year we're gonna go hard in the paint when it comes down to the voting, y'all. So I got the link in the description box. My moderators are also posting the link in the chat. So if you have not voted, please do so. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, honey, to go and vote. Like I said, competition is steep this year, child. And even the people that's in the category with me, I don't know who they are. I really think that they're like probably like TikTok influencers, and y'all know that TikTok influencers are huge. But just know that I'm nominated up against a whole. I think I'm the only man in that content. No, it's another guy that's in that content creator category. His name is Malik Taylor, and he was really nice when I met him last year at the Boss Baby Awards. But however, be sure to vote for me, y'all. Be sure to do your due diligence and vote. We're gonna be this entire because we got till March the 7th to make it happen. So with every live that I do, we're going to promote the Boss Baby Awards and get everybody and their mama to vote. We got 56,000 subscribers, so there's no reason for nobody to not vote for your boy. Okay. So that's the first thing that we're getting into. Now, today is Monday. So y'all know normally there's a whether you like it or not panel. Of course, y'all know that. But being that there wasn't an episode of Potomac last night due to the Super Bowl, there will not be a whether you like it or not panel. And on top of that, y'all is still here, but y'all leaves at noon sometimes. So y'all should, as a matter of fact, y'all should be at the damn airport now. Because everybody else is just about gone. Josiah left yesterday morning. Jeremy left last yesterday evening. JB left at 10 o'clock last night. So the only people that are still here is Ya, Nikki, and Shannon. Everybody else is gone. So yes, there won't be a whether you like it or not panel tonight. However, being that it won't be one, we're gonna get there is no Love in Hip Hop Miami because that was the mid-season finale last week. So what we're gonna do is we probably gonna come back for a yes for the mess, another yes for the mess, because we got to talk about Kendrick and his Super Bowl performance. We got to talk about that. We got a couple of things that we can talk about today. So after this live is done, what I'm probably gonna do is get dressed and stuff and just plan another live for later on today. That's what I do since there's nothing more to do on this Monday. Um, can we vote more than one time? It can't be on the same device. That's what I'm getting from it. It can't be on the same device. Like if you voted on your computer once, that's it. But you could try to vote on your phone or somebody else's phone or something like that, because you can't do it on the same device at all. You can't do that. That's the only thing. Let me see. I checked the schedule. Love and Hip Hop MIA will be. Oh, so it will be new tonight. Okay. Well, I was wondering why they didn't show. I was wondering why they didn't show no damn no preview for this weekend. I mean for today. I was wondering why they didn't show one. Okay, yeah, it is gonna be a new episode. Okay, I see it now. It's on I see it on Google. Thank you, CCF Freak. So um we do got something to do, but I'm still gonna give y'all another yes for the mess though. Two Feisty says you can vote on different devices daily. So that's what you got. You can vote. Yes, you can vote on different devices daily. So y'all got it, y'all. All right. So with that being said, that's pretty much the gist of what we got. Be on the lookout for another Yes for the Mess live later today, and then we're gonna have Love in Hip Hop Miami also right after the show. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get down with the get down today. We're here to talk about some Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff. Now, y'all know that I went live last night, yesterday evening to talk right before the Super Bowl to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I was trying to play the clips that wasn't shown on the OWN network that was shown on Philo, and it just wasn't working for me because it was very low and I could not really just give any kind of commentary and or anything like that. I couldn't do it. So I was sent thank you to one of my moderators. I was sent a YouTube video where another content creator actually had the whole conversation that we didn't see on the regular reunion. And the person that actually had that whole conversation is a content creator that goes by the name of Brown Skin Girl. She has 14.8 thousand subs. So if you don't know anything about her, I'm gonna share her link in the chat, and by the end of this review, I'm gonna share her link in the chat so you guys can go and subscribe to her and all that stuff. Okay, but yes, that's where it came from. So I'm not gonna put it on the screen. Y'all know I'm not. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play it, and then we're gonna give commentary as we play it. Okay. And like I said, we're not gonna be on here long because T goes live at 11:15. So I don't want us to overlap into his live at all. I want it to end at a specific time. So once we're done, then we can go right over there to T and watch him. That's normally how we do things around here, y'all. It's already 270 of y'all up in here as we continue on into the 10-minute mark. If you're new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Because the people have been playing with my numbers. Okay, ever since this reunion started, the people have unsubscribed, subscribe again, unsubscribe, subscribe. Like, we ain't got time for that. So if you brand new to the platform and you're really, really fucking with me, go right ahead and subscribe to my channel. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get into this audio, y'all. Now, I'm gonna have to put my mic on mute because of my earphones, because my earphones got this on here. So if it plays on the screen, it might be a bit of. As a matter of fact, let me take this off. So I won't have to do all that. Let me take that off. There we go. Okay. Now I took that off. So let's get into this, y'all. So I won't have to mute myself. Let's get into it. And we're almost at 300 people. So we're almost at 300 people. We need the likes to go up. I don't know what the likes are right now. One of my moderators can find out what the likes are. but I don't know what the likes are. I'm not the type of person that really be going in about likes too much or anything like that. But just make sure you're liking the video and also make sure you're subscribing since you're here. Okay. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's hear what Miss Disney got to say.
I'm back. Did you miss me? How you been? You look good. Thank you. I've been pretty good. Under the circumstances. Got a little gut punch with the ex, but that was tough. I'm just happy to still be able to have my sanity. Yeah, 100%. After all the stuff that I've been through. This is what I need right here. A whole bottle of Inez. You don't want that. I do. I actually stopped drinking coffee. Somewhere. No. You're the only one that's procreating out here. I had like a little dinner with Megan. Have you talked to her at all? No. So that's just like a dead in the water thing. What I want to do is acknowledge that I apologize. And I apologize to your mother publicly. And I want to move forward with that. Is that accepted? No. I can acknowledge your pain, but you can't acknowledge mine. What are we doing, Destiny? We're making candles. Okay. Since I'm starting my own candle line. Well, home fragrance line, and the candle is the first line, so. Okay. All right, y'all, listen, I'm not saying for one person, it's Destiny. Amazing. Thank y'all so much for coming out. This brand is about resilience. It's about not ever giving up on yourself. And what they say, keep going, keep pushing, and live out your dreams.
Way to come back, Destiny. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be back on this show?
It feels good most days.
So what made you want to resume filming?
I felt like my story was unfinished.
Well, let's be clear. We still know nothing.
First things first, she says that her story wasn't finished, but I feel like she never really told her story for us to even have a finish off of it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can't say that your story wasn't finished, but we never knew anything. Like, the only thing that we knew is that you moved from Detroit, you moved to Atlanta, you moved to Missouri, you moved to Oklahoma, you moved to Nebraska, you moved to Idaho, you moved to Ohio, you moved to Virginia, you moved to West Virginia, then you came back here, you went to school with Martell, then you didn't go to school with Martell, then you knew Mel, but you wasn't at the wedding, and then you had this, you had that going on, you had a store that never would stay open, you had this, you had that. That's the only thing we know. We don't know anything about you, so we still don't know anything. And the only other thing that we know is that you mad at a cone-headed motherfucker that fucked your damn ex and married your ex, and that's it. Like, that's all we know. So to me, it's like, what are you even discussing? Like, you talking about your story wasn't finished. It never started. Destiny, I'm sorry, but it never started. We don't know anything new about you. And this is what I keep on saying. You guys are talking about the fact, and I think this is the problem that everybody got. And I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Fuck it. I'm just gonna say it. I told y'all I don't give a fuck no more. I'm just gonna go on and say it. And y'all know I've always defended Destiny. I've always, always done that, right? So here's the thing when it comes down to Destiny. Even when I think my tides with her actually turned when she invited me and T on her Big D combos, and when I came up there and I was trying to ask her a couple of questions about certain things that was being talked about outside of the show, and I felt like it was my duty as Scotty by Nature TV to ask her certain questions because people wanted to know the answers, and she shut me down. So after she shut me down, I no longer gave a fuck about Big D conversations. I didn't care anymore. I just said fuck it. I ain't saying nothing else because I was over the whole conversation. Because it's like, what is the point of us even being up here? Why am I up here and I'm not answering shit? You know what I mean? You're not answering anything. And then you got people looking at me like I'm bowing down to you, or I'm scared of you, or I'm kissing your ass. And that made me look, it made me look a certain type of way. And I cannot stand for people to make me look a certain type of way when I'm just trying to do my job. It's reminiscent to the last interview that I did, how I did my due diligence and I asked the questions that needed to be asked. But somehow, some way, I get blamed because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So when people make me look crazy because I take my shit very seriously, real talk, people may not understand it, but I do take my shit seriously. I take my job seriously. I take this shit seriously. My interviews mean the world to me. Interviews really make your channel grow. Like, I'm all about growth and shit like that. So when I'm coming on a platform and I pride myself on being honest and asking the tough questions, and I'm trying to ask you the questions and you're not answering shit and you're dancing around the answers, or you just shutting me down, what the fuck is the point of me interviewing you? Or what the fuck is the point of me coming on your platform if you're not going to answer anything? So you say that your story wasn't told because you didn't tell it. So it's just like, okay, whatever. But moving on.
Many years that you were on the show.
Yeah, I can say there were times that I didn't give and I wasn't in the space to give. I honestly had to do a lot of healing for real to be able to come out and be vulnerable and be a better version of myself.
And Kimmy, how do you feel about Destiny's return? When you were filming with her, did you see a difference than the last time?
Absolutely. Maybe I didn't think through the fact that she had some healing to do to be able to, open up and give. But whatever that time frame was allotted to her has been definitely better.
But here's my thing. What are you healing from? Are you healing from your divorce? Are you healing from the things that you went through with your divorce? That's one question. And number two, if you wasn't ready to open up, why come on the show? Why come on the show? I feel like when you sign up for reality TV, you do have to share most things. You know what I mean? Like I said yesterday when I was doing my live on this show, and I was saying that, I've been asked to do reality TV, web reality TV. I've been asked to do it. And I already know that people are going to ask me about my relationship with Bando. Of course, I don't want to talk about my relationship with Bando. I don't want to talk about it because I feel like that's all everybody want to talk about when it comes down to me or him. I don't want to discuss it, and he really don't want to talk about it either because it's really nobody's business. But however, I know that I'm going to be asked about it, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to go into detail about what our relationship actually is because we've already said what it actually is. But my thing is this: if I'm going to be on a reality show, I know these people are going to ask me, well, what's going on between you and Bando? Me and Bando are good. What about you? He just celebrated my birthday with me. Yes. Okay, what else you want to know? You're like, that's just what it is. So you're going to be asked certain things, and you can answer a question without going deep into your business all the way. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be prepared to talk about things that you don't really want to talk about. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And not only with reality shows, but with interviews, girl. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're going to have to answer questions.
Definitely.
So you and Martell are very close. When you were not doing the show, did you and Martell maintain the friendship even off season?
I maintained the friendship with everybody during off season.
People assume that you and Martell are more than friends. Mm-hmm. And you made a comment on this show that you could have been involved in a threesome between Martell, Melody, and you. Mm-hmm. Did Martell and Melody proposition you for a threesome?
I wouldn't say it was a proposition. It was just a lot of conversations about certain things and acts that have happened. And yeah.
Is that true, Melody?
I don't know.
I can't recall none of that. Why are you smiling from ear to ear? I'm a smiler. So I see.
Can you get her to elaborate? Because I don't know.
Hey, you don't remember the conversation?
Destiny, Melody would like you to elaborate because she has no idea what you're talking about.
One of the conversations I will address is...
There's been more than one?
Yes.
Oh.
That there would have been more openness to a threesome had Martell stopped cheating with...
First of all, there is no hangover because... What is it? Oh, I ain't got no more. I've taken BCs this entire weekend, so that's why I ain't got no hangover. Absolutely not. Okay, let's continue on.
That's a lie straight from hell.
That's
a lie. No.
Did you on your back porch? That conversation was had at your house.
A threesome between the three of y'all, or between
that she was open to threesomes with Martell. Had he stopped cheating with?
Not with you though.
No.
Not with you though.
No. That was a conversation, but I felt like, why we keep talking about this? Y'all talked about how y'all were in a hotel room and y'all started having sex, and your was in the bed next to you.
Who talked about that? I'm sorry. Who had a conversation about something like that?
Y'all had a conversation with me about that.
I ain't had no conversation with you about that
Of course
at
you
all.
haven't.
No, I have not.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have not.
Okay.
No.
Martell, is that true?
Whatever Destiny said. No, honestly, no.
So did it happen? Did y'all start having sex in the room with her in the bed?
Honestly?
And she woke up and said, I know y'all not.
Okay, I'll be forgetting, so I believe you though, Destiny.
I don't remember nothing like that happening at all.
Okay, but the thing is this.
And I'm actually taken aback.
So the thing.
Okay, let me get this straight, right? Let me get this straight. I'm just trying to make sense of this. Let me get this straight. So she said that there was talks of a threesome, right? But she didn't say that there was a talk of a threesome involving her. Am I correct? She wasn't the topic of discussion when it came down to doing a threesome, right? Is that what she said? I want to make sure I'm saying the right thing. Is that what it was? Did she say that there was a talk about Mel wanting to do threesomes or would be willing to do a threesome, but it wasn't involving Destiny being a part of the threesome, right? So my thing is, if there was a conversation about a threesome, but you wasn't a part of that conversation, then how was it a proposition and how were you being groomed to do anything if the threesome had nothing to do with you? And another thing too, if she was plotting to do a threesome with her husband, who the fuck cares? Who cares? They were married. Married people have threesomes. Sometimes, some married people do, but they have threesomes. Some people not even married have threesomes. Some people have been asked to be a part of a threesome by people that were in a relationship. Speaking for a friend. But however, I'm just saying, because it's just I mean, I really don't give a fuck. I don't care if she was trying to have a threesome. I mean, what's the big deal about her having a threesome with her husband? I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. It's nothing wrong with her wanting to have a threesome involving her husband. I mean, if you want to spice it up, bring somebody else in the room with you, then you go on to do that. Now, that's the first thing. Second thing, did she say that Mel and Martell was having sex and her mama was in the room with them? Mim says she might be saying that they were having conversations with her to test the waters and see if she was interested. It's still a reach. Yeah, that's what. Oh my God, it makes it so hard for. So she basically saying, "This is exactly why, bitch." Whatever. Um, what was I saying? So did she say that her mom was in the room with them, or did she say Coleslaw was in the room with them? The mama of Coleslaw, which one? No, it was that his baby mama was supposed to be in the room. Oh, okay. Her mother was in the room. See, I see people saying Miss Van, people saying her mama, people saying Coleslaw. I'm so confused. Cause the name was Bleep, no lie. Let me see. Riddle me this. Martell said he cheated all these years because Mel was boring and approved in bed, but now Mel is some hypersexual sex freak that would do everything anywhere. Make it make sense. Mm. We may need to rewind it just a little bit so we could see what the hell was actually stated. Let me rewind it just a little bit.
On your back porch, that conversation was had at your house.
A threesome between the three of y'all, or between
That she was open to threesomes with Martell. Had he stopped cheating with?
Not with you though.
No,
Not with you though.
no. That was a conversation, but I felt like, why are we keep talking about this? Y'all talked about how y'all were in a hotel room and y'all started having sex, and your was in the bed next to you.
Who talked about that? I'm sorry. Who had a conversation about something like that?
Y'all had a conversation with me about that.
I ain't had no conversation with you about that
Or
at
she
all.
haven't.
No, I have not.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have not.
Okay.
No.
Martell, is that true?
Whatever Destiny said. No, honestly, no.
So did it happen? Did y'all start having sex in the room with her in the bed?
Honestly,
And she woke up and said, "I know y'all not."
Okay, I'll be forgetting, so I believe you though, Destiny.
This whole conversation is fucking weird to me. This conversation is weird. And it's just like, I just feel like at the same point in time, it's kind of like we weren't there, so we really can't say who did it and who didn't. But it's just so weird, child. It's weird and it's lame. You know what I mean? Like now we're trying to make the lady feel like, she's a slut, she's a whore, she's doing all these things for the sake of her husband and all this other shit. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, I just feel like it makes it so hard sometimes to defend Destiny, because sometimes Destiny goes to the extreme with certain shit now, and it's just like, because you made it seem like you were being asked to be a part of said threesomes and shit. That's how you made it seem, but. And now you're saying it wasn't you, it was just in jest that they was willing to do it with other people. But let's continue on, child.
I don't remember nothing like that happening
But
at all.
okay, but the thing is this.
And I'm actually taken aback.
So the thing is this, Destiny, when you made that comment on camera, and I want to make sure that if y'all all disagree, then let me know. But it appeared that these two requested a threesome with you specifically.
There were conversations, there were situations where it is grooming. For you to have those type of open conversations with people consistently, it's grooming. You asking me to spend a night at your house multiple times. Nell, you've been witness to that. Sex. You can stay over. Like,
well, I told you need to get your ass up and go home. that was many nights. Me, you, Mel, Chris was up talking outside, having a good time.
And who didn't want to go?
Nope, you didn't want to go.
And you say get your ass up and go home. And you have spent the night at my house. Like, so what? You
I was nervous.
Like, you were. Well, why the hell would you spend the night? Like, don't get up here and act like I've ever tried to touch you. I've ever came out.
See, I don't like where this is going. and it's giving Candy and Phaedra and Portia. Like it's giving me all that all over again. And y'all know how I feel about that Candy and Phaedra and Portia shit. Y'all know exactly how I feel about that. I don't like the way this shit sounds. Because my thing is this: if you were nervous and if you ever felt some kind of way, why was you still hanging around Melody? Why was you begging her to be your village and things like that? Like, why were you ever doing that if that was the case? That doesn't look right, and it don't sound right. Like it's looking just like that damn blonde hair on your head. Not right. It doesn't look good, Destiny. Girl, you're pissing me off. Seriously. And I hate to say that, but I gotta call a spade a spade. This shit ain't cool. I don't like that. It don't sound right. It's like you're making shit up as you go. And my thing is that I've been defending, like I said before, I've been defending Destiny so much for the last couple of seasons. But it's just like right now, it just why even bring it up now? You're making the lady come across like a predator. Like that's how you making her come across. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like I said, it's giving Candy and Portia. That's what it's giving. It's giving that you're accusing Mel of trying to take you to a dungeon. And if you were nervous, why stay at her house then? Now, don't get me wrong now, because I see some of y'all saying I've been on the wrong side. Don't get me wrong. I still don't fucking care for Mel like that. I still don't. Let's be clear. But that's my opinion. Yeah, Divine Film, she just said. I was nervous. She just said it. But I rewind it back so you can hear it. But yeah, I rewind it.
Sex. You can stay over. Like,
well, I told you need to get your ass up and go home. There was many nights, me, you, Mel, Chris was up talking outside, having a good time.
And who didn't want to go?
Oh, you didn't want to go.
And you said get your ass up and go home. And you have spent the night at my house. Like, so what? You
I was nervous.
Like, you were. Well, why the hell would you
were nervous.
Like, don't get up here and act like I've ever tried to touch you. I've never came on to you. I've never done that. I'm so nervous about what?
But you said you were nervous, like you weren't going around trying to have threesomes with your husband.
Girl, you are lying.
You weren't open to it.
I've never.
All right, well, let's run.
You know what?
Did you not get on your knees and slap on the hook of the cook in the back of the limo on your 10-year anniversary in front of all your
Did
Did it happen? Did it happen?
Nah. This is a lot, y'all. This is a lot. Shout out to the 745 people that's in the chat. First of all, shout out to you guys. Let me just take out the time to let you guys know about this, right? While it's 700 of y'all up in here. Be sure to vote for me for the Boss Babe Awards, okay? I am nominated for Boss Babe Content Creator of the Year. The award show is April the 27th, where I might or might not receive a Boss Babe Content Creator of the Year trophy, but the only way I'll be able to receive it is if you guys do your due deals and vote for me, all right? So make sure you guys vote for me. The link is in the description box, you guys. And some of my moderators will definitely put the link in the chat. So make sure you guys are voting for me. Now back to the show, okay? Let me look at some of the comments, okay? Destiny was one of the ones slapping Mel's arse and whispering love you on the girls trip. It's gross, this desperate laugh from this Delulu person, okay? Let me see. I see why Mel left the show. They wanted Mel to act a fool. Destiny is weird as child. What the hell? Just lies from Destiny. Okay. Destiny isn't telling her truth, though. Tisha confirmed that it did happen. No, Tisha didn't confirm what Destiny was talking about at first. However, this cock sucking And the limo is what I think is what Tisha confirmed. But let's go ahead and get into that part.
Next on the Love and Marriage.
Rooting for you guys. And Mel was like, Marcel text Mel, and I think he was like, I'm rooting for you guys. And Mel was like, you mean me and Martell or just me?
Have you and Martell ever had sex?
No.
Have you and Martell ever kissed?
No.
Has Martell ever sent you pics?
Like, don't get up here and act like I've ever tried to touch you. I've ever came on to you. I've never done
Y'all on the
that.
same
I'm
page?
so nervous
Y'all on the
about
same
what?
page?
I said that.
But you said you were nervous.
Act like you weren't going around trying to have threesomes with your husband.
Girl, you are
open to
lying.
it.
Girl, you are
You weren't open to it.
I've never.
All right, well, let's
but
run
you know
it.
what? He
Did you
likes
not get on your knees and slob on a hook and a crook in the back of the limo on your 10-year anniversary in front of all these people?
Did it happen? What does that have to do with
Did it happen?
What does that have to do with
Did it happen?
positioning?
And you want to act like these women just because they don't respect
What does
you.
that have to do
They should
with
have never seen that.
positioning a threesome, Destiny?
You were grooming.
I
I did. There's no reason for you to be slobbing on hand and crook in front of married men and women.
Well, let me tell you, be very careful about saying things that are inaccurate.
Was
Because
that
you're
inaccurate?
saying, let me say,
Did you
you're
get on
saying
your
that I
knees?
was walking around grooming
Did you
somebody.
get on your knees?
I have to answer for you.
What
You
did I
weren't there. You weren't there, but I'm gonna
But
tell
it
you.
happened. I'm not gonna get on my knees and slob on somebody's in front of people unless I want them to join in. That is what that is. That's grooming.
Did you?
Tisha, did you
Okay.
ever feel like I was grooming you and Marcel to have a threesome with me and Martell?
Talk about the inappropriate text that
I
you
said
sent to
did-
Marcel.
What inappropriate text? Yeah, talk about it. What inappropriate text did I send to Marcel?
Tisha?
Okay, so I feel like at the time when Destiny speaks on the limousine situation, the whole situation, the limousine was Martell's idea. It was Martell's suggestion. He suggested that. And Mel was like, okay. And he got upset. He was like, y'all not gonna do it. We was like, hell no, we ain't doing that. But it was Martell.
So the
Can I ask about the inappropriate text?
And how did you hear about that? Because it was 6 people in the limo.
I told her when I was pissed off with.
Okay, so as far as as Carl would say, the cock gobbling that happened in the limo, Destiny, Mel is not denying it. I don't see her saying that was a lie. I don't see her saying that. I don't see her denying any of that. And my thing about this is, I ain't mad that she ain't denying it, because we've all had done some shit in front of our friends before, especially, when we're drunk and things like that. And again, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It is what it is. I don't care. And I don't understand why it's even important today. I don't give a fuck. It don't make her no slut bucket because she did it in front of y'all. I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. I'm just telling y'all the truth. We all having fun and shit like that. This ain't the type of conversation to have. But I don't care. That's a husband, so whatever. Some people are adventurous, some people are prudes, and some people are very personal with the things that they choose to do. And it is what it is, But I didn't hear Mel denying it though. That's my thing. I don't hear her denying that part. All she wants to know is what was this inappropriate text. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead. Let me rewind it just a little bit.
It was Martell's suggestion. He suggested that. And Mel was like, okay. And he got upset. He was like, y'all not gonna do it. We was like, hell no, we ain't doing that. But it was Martell.
So
Can I ask about the inappropriate text?
And how did you hear about that? Because it was 6 people in the limo.
Oh, I told her when I was pissed off with Martell. Yeah. When he made the statement at that adult game, that's when I was like, no, don't play me like that, dude. Like, stop it. But the inappropriate text message that I found out about later, Marcel texted Mel, and I think he was like, I'm rooting for you guys, or I want y'all to win, or something like that. And Mel was like, you mean me and Martell are just me? And I just felt like that right there was not a good response to a married man.
Do you remember that, Melody?
I don't remember that text, but hearing her say it, you know, she's allowed to feel however she felt about it. I can say at times Marcel would text positive stuff. Maurice, I'm gonna keep it a buck. When everything went down, all of us were super close. So Maurice used to counsel me a lot. I know he used to talk to Martell a lot. Marcel used to try to talk. Everybody was trying to fix it. If he texted me and said, "Man, I'm rooting for y'all," man, if I said me and Martell are just me, I probably wasn't fooling with Martell. Like, don't be rooting for me and Martell. Don't root for us. If you're gonna root for me solo. But if she felt that was inappropriate for her, that's how she felt. What I can tell you
I don't think that was inappropriate.
none of these folks up here on this stage, except the one I was once married to, have I ever came on to. Have I ever been appropriate? Fletcher and Nell are here. They've been around as well. Ask them. I don't try to sit around and do inappropriate. I'm not even going to entertain it, to be honest. It's weird. And they haven't come on to me either. Nobody. So it's just, I don't know. It's weird.
We did stuff like that. I wouldn't tell her, get her ass up and go home. We don't.
And the thing is, I trust my husband with my friends. Like they go through things. He gives them advice. It is what it is. They're like my sisters. So I never thought anything about Marcel and Mel talking on the phone when Martell was going through the situation, or even before that, because Mel and Marcel used to give business advice to one another. When she wanted to public speaking, she used to get advice from Marcel. Marcel would go to her meeting, give her tips. So I never thought of anything.
Obviously, it's no secret, right, that you Original Six have a sort of legacy, a history of friendships. And me being present now, just doing this show for the past 7 years, I even don't think there was ever any lines being crossed when it comes to y'all's couples. Nope. I think the beauty of y'all even today that I do see is there is this very, sometimes dysfunctional, but there is this level of respect that you guys have just based on the history. And I don't believe for 1 second that any of you guys wanted each other. I don't think that. No. And the reason why we're bringing this up is because, again, I wanted you to be able to clear it based on the comment that was made, because it was thrown out in the air, and I wanted to be able to address it. Okay?
All right. So there were some parts that I
think that's it. But shout out to Brown Skin Girl. That came from her channel. She was gracious enough to post it on her channel and let the people come and get what they need to get. But I did give her credit for it, I don't even know if she knows who I am or what my channel is or whatever, but that's her channel. If you don't know who she is, go and subscribe to her. She gets the credit, because if it wasn't for her or the person that sent it to me, we wouldn't have this live today. Okay. Now, all I gotta say is this: the shit weird. It's really nothing more to be said about the situation. It's fucking weird. Like, I don't understand. First things first. Let me get on Tisha real quick. Now, Tisha has been the least problematic at this particular reunion for once. She really ain't been arguing with nobody, really. Probably just Martell, but that's about it. But I do want to say this really quickly. Tisha, if you feel that something is inappropriate, okay, that's your feeling. I'm not gonna take away your feeling. That's absolutely fine if that's how you feel. If you felt like it was inappropriate, then girl, that's your feelings. Can nobody take your feelings away from you? That's what I'm gonna start it off with. However, I don't feel like that message was inappropriate. It may be some insecurities of yours that you're talking about. I just feel like that's what it is. I don't think that message was inappropriate. I do think that she was basically saying, I don't fuck with Martell. So therefore, if you rooting for somebody, you need to just root for me separately and root for him separately. Don't be, rooting for me and him. Root for Melody, and then you go over there and then you root for Martell. Don't do that. So I don't think that was inappropriate. I don't know where the inappropriate things come from, but it is what it is. I don't understand that. But that's okay. But then she turns around and then she says that, well, I never felt anything about Marcel being around my friends. I feel like, I never ever thought about Marcel ever wanting my friends, because they're like my sisters. So I never felt no kind of way. But if you didn't feel no kind of way, then why did you think that was inappropriate for her to say that? Once again, I'm not saying I'm not saying that you don't have a right to your feelings. I'm just telling you how I feel. I don't think that was inappropriate, but that's just me. Let me see what else. I just want to know where this even came from. So basically, Destiny wasn't there when the limo situation happened. So Tisha had to be the one to tell. She had to be the one to tell Destiny about it, and she did say that she told Destiny about it after she was pissed off at Martell, about what he did at that field day situation. That's the reason why she told Destiny about it. And to be honest, y'all, be mad. Let me just go on and say this. I'm going to put this up here before y'all get mad at me, because I need for y'all to listen to what I'm about to say before y'all try to get mad.
This way y'all finna probably get pissed off, and I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm cool with that. Please stay mad and get mad. Okay, stay mad, get mad, have a great day, whatever, feel away. I don't give a damn.
Now, this is what I'm saying. A lot of y'all are saying, well, why would she tell, Destiny that? Or why would she repeat that? Or why would she say that? She was mad at Martell for all the shit for all of the stuff that he said about her at that field day. So she probably never would have said nothing had Martell not disrespected her at that field day. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why she said it. And she just outright, threw things out that she probably thought was embarrassing or whatever. And, she just probably felt like, at the end of the day, well, you threw some shit out about me, so I'm gonna just throw out some of the shit that I know about you or whatever. And I don't see how that don't make no sense, because that is that's the damn truth. He threw out shit about her. She threw out shit about him because she was mad. That's what it is. But who said that the limo thing was a lie? Because I didn't hear nobody denying it. I didn't hear Mel deny that. Just being honest, I'm just going by what I see. I don't see her denying it. I didn't hear her say that it didn't happen. She went right over there to Destiny. Like, she didn't give a fuck about what Tisha just said. She wanted to know about this inappropriate text message. So nobody denied it. So my thing is, if nobody denied it, then it got to be some kind of truth to the situation. Now, all this other shit, I don't believe. But, it leaves a gray area. It wasn't denied, but it also wasn't confirmed either. So I'm looking at it like this. He threw out some shit about me. I'm throwing out some shit about him. So it's just like, whatever. If she was mad at Martell, why put some stuff out about Melody? It wasn't just about Melody. Martell was a part of it. So it's not like she was just doing this just to spite Mel. That happened. Martell was a part of it. So that's why she used it. What's going on, y'all? But hey, it is what it is. I just feel like a lot of stuff. Yes, there we go. That's the best way to put it. Mel caught a stray while she was sitting up here trying to go in on Martell and say what she needed to say about Martell. She hit Mel with a stray. That happens. I don't think that she was actually trying to throw Mel astray, but that's what happened. But because of that, listen, y'all are not finna get on my nerves today at all. I promise you, you're not. I'm not making no excuse about nothing. I'm telling you what people do when they're upset. I never said that it was right, and I never said that it was cool. We're not even finna do that. Y'all not finna come up in here and tell me what's an excuse and what's not. I'm just saying, if Tisha flat out said this shit about, she said that she told Destiny the shit after Martell said what he said at that damn field day. And all I'm explaining and all I'm saying is, since Martell said this shit about her, she chose to throw out some shit that she knew about him. And you talking about why didn't she talk about Martell? She did talk about Martell because Martell was a part of it. Martell was a part of the situation. However, Mel caught a stray. That's what happened. I'm not making excuses. I'm not saying none of this shit is right. I'm not saying none of it is cool. I ain't saying none of it is okay. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is that is the reason why she said what she said. And that's it. There we go. That's it. I'm not making excuses for nobody. I don't give a damn about these people that much to be making no excuses for them. I'm just telling you what she said. She said that she told that it was told to, she told it, you know, because she was pissed. And I don't see what's so hard to grasp about that. That's not making no excuse. It's just telling the truth. That's what happened. But of course, due to the fact that she said it, they're only pointing the finger at Melody at this point. You know what I mean? Like, although Martell was involved in it, although Martell was in this shit, it's not making Martell look no kind of way, because at the end of the day, it's being used to embarrass Martell. It's being used to embarrass Melody. That's what it's being used for. So at the end of the day, if anybody want to look at somebody sideways or look at somebody crazy, we need to be looking at Destiny crazy. Because I think that what happened was Tisha told Destiny that shit out of anger, and Destiny took this shit and decided to use it against Melody. That's what happened, when she did not have to use it against Melody. She didn't have to use it at all, because Martell was a part of the situation as well. You know what I mean? Took it, added a lot and repeated it, period. That's exactly what happened. But all I'm gonna say is this, and then what we're saying is that the information can logically only be used against Melody. But I guess, didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? I literally just said that. Is anybody listening to anything that I just said? I literally just said the same thing. I just said that. But okay. But this is what I'm going to say, and then I'm going to get up out of here, because, you know, this show brings out emotions out of people that I don't understand why it does, because it's only a motherfucking show. So I don't know why it brings out all these different emotions, all this anger out of people. It just turns people into a different person. I don't understand, okay? But this is what I'm going to say. And I don't care who feels away about what I'm about to say, but it's pretty clear on where I stand on this show. And I don't really stand with nobody, because I don't like nobody on this motherfucker at all. I don't care for nobody on this goddamn show, if we're being real. no matter what people try, because I feel like I don't understand what is the point of this conversation about sex and things like that. I don't know what's the point of that. I just feel like a lot of this conversation is being brought up to make her look a certain type of way because they feel like she wears a halo and that she thinks that she is better than everybody or whatever, or like she's innocent and don't do nothing. So now they want to put this out here, you know, to to throw a little dirt on her or whatever. But I don't really think that it was really a reason to even throw that shit out there. It's really no point. I mean, it is what it is, but it just makes me question certain things. It makes me feel like Martell said that Mel was boring in the bedroom and she wasn't sucking. No, okay. And for us to find out, in quotation words, for us to find out that that she was getting some in the limo, it's like, okay, but I thought she was bored and she didn't want to suck no. So why is it that she felt comfortable to suck some in front of all these people, but yet it was brought to the table that she didn't want to suck no, and that's why that's why you went out and on Ariana because she was willing to suck some, eat some, do whatever you asked her to do. Because we know her name, we know her. So that's what it is, right? But it just makes me wonder what's the truth and what's not. And it just makes me wonder if everybody up here is in line about every fucking thing. Okay? That's how I feel. But since you got y'all degrees and you know every fucking thing, okay? Since you got your degrees and that you know every motherfucking thing, it is what it is. It's not making sense to me. And y'all know I'm on the side of right. No matter who the fuck I like, no matter who I don't like, I'm on the side of right. So don't come up under here trying to tell me what side I need to be on. Don't tell me that you Team Destiny, because I ain't been on Team Destiny in quite some time now. Don't tell me that you're a turncoat and you're trying to be in the millimeters code. Absolutely not. Never will, never have. Okay, never have. I've always been on the side of the goddamn truth, and I've always wondered if things that I was saying was far fetched. But now that a lot of things are coming to light, it makes me question and look at certain things that was being said to begin with. Okay. So I think that, that's what it is. I'm on the side of right, not on the side of wrong. But like I said, but since some of y'all got y'all degrees and you know every fucking thing, that's the type of time I'm on. Okay. Now T is about to go live. I see his notification. He's live right now. So before we get up out of here, y'all, I know I had one moment where I kind of elevated my voice a little bit because my nerves was about to get worked. And I hope don't nobody take it personal like Monica. Okay. I hope don't nobody take it personal like Monica at all. But this show get on my nerves, and sometimes the fans get on my nerves sometimes. Like it's like sometimes people hear things that they want to hear and they don't listen to anything that I say. But I'm trying to do better, y'all. I'm trying to do better. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show for what it was worth. We almost had 900 people up in here. And I really appreciate you guys for being here. And this is my birthday weekend. My birthday week, y'all. We're not going to be arguing with each other on my birthday week. On my birthday week, okay? We're not going to do that. We're not doing it. However, I might do a late night live tonight, and I might do an open panel for you guys so we can discuss this. I might. It depends on how I feel, but I might. Now, let me give you guys T's link so you guys can go over to his page because I just got the notification that he is live. So we're gonna go over there. Where's the link at? I got it. Let me put it in the chat. But like I said, you guys, we're about to go ahead and get up out of here. But once again, your boy is nominated for a Boss Babe Award for Boss Babe Content Creator of the Year. Make sure you guys are voting. I really appreciate it. Let's get those votes up and let's make sure that we get it together. All right. With that being said, we're out of here, and I'll see you guys over on T's channel. Bye, y'all.